This is a Blairing Out with Eric Blair show, and today I'm pleased to have Jeremy Goldberg, Garrett Ziff, Jacob Goldberg, and Jordan Ziff of the band Age of Evil. Tell me how Age of Evil came into being.
Yeah, it actually kind of started before we were born. Because we're two sets of brothers, the parents had been running into each other a lot, and then decided to become friends, and then the four of us were born around the same time. And so we all have been hanging out since we could walk.
Yeah, we like live a quarter mile away from each other, so it's been really easy.
And then Garrett and Jordan picked up their instruments when they were 7 and 8 or 9 years old, and we followed naturally because we're best friends and started jamming out, and eventually wrote an album, and that album came out, and then 3 months later we were already in Europe.
Age of Evil's mission statement.
World domination.
How supportive were your parents in the beginning?
Very supportive. We're really fortunate that they, aren't, crucifying us for playing heavy metal and stuff like that, so we're really lucky.
Here's your amazing Age of Evil EP, Get Dead. What is that song about, Get Dead?
The phrase Get Dead was kind of an inside joke between the four of us because it doesn't really make sense that just like to get dead. And, we like to have fun with this band and just decide, well, if it doesn't make sense, then let's make it a song name. And so we wrote the music in like a couple days. We were all really pissed off and wrote the lyrics to match the music. Obviously, it's very fast and heavy, and it's definitely not to be taken too seriously. It's just kind of a fun thing.
Some of your vocal influences.
Dickinson and Halford and David Lee Roth. We have tons of influences, and I think that's important. I love the singer of Boston.
Brad Delp's awesome.
Yeah, he's amazing.
You guys cover a couple of your heroes on here. You cover Judas Priest, Electric Eye, and you cover Skid Row, Slave to the Grind.
Yes.
Why are these songs important to you?
We chose the songs because we like the songs, not necessarily because we wanted to specifically cover Priest or Skid Row. The Skid Row song is really aggressive, it's fast, it has great melodies in it and attitude, and that's what's important to us. And the Priest cover is classic, traditional metal. And they each have a background story. We played in London a year ago with Girls' School, and we wanted to play a Priest song because we knew the fans would appreciate it, and we knew after that show that it would be really cool on recording. And then the Slave to the Grind song we did last minute in the studio. We didn't know what to do, and Garrett, our drummer, suggested to do that song, and we didn't know how to play it. Took out my phone, learned it, recorded it in right after that, so just balls to the wall.
Jacob, is this life-changing for you, this experience?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy, like one day listening to a metal band and then being able to meet them and play with them, or like having Marty Friedman play on our first album, like that was huge for us. I mean, I'm 14 years old. That's pretty cool.
So you guys are going to be touring with the supergroup Hail, which has Ripper Owens in it and Dave Ellefson from Megadeth, just to name a few.
Yeah.
And Mike Portnoy and Andreas Kisser.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're playing BB King's in New York on the 26th of January, and then in Foxborough, Massachusetts on the 27th the next day. And David Ellefson came out to one of our shows in Arizona and was totally blown away and thought we would be perfect to open for them on these two shows. It's their first time playing in the U.S., and it's going to be a kick-ass show.
I'm Jordan Ziff, and I play lead guitar for Age of Evil.
And I'm Garrett Ziff, his brother, and I play drums.
How influential were your parents' album collection in you guys actually becoming metal?
Very influential.
Yeah, very influential. My mom's one of the people who got me into listening to like Motley Crue, Ozzy, all those guys. And then my dad introduced me to other bands like Boston and all that stuff. So I mean, both of my parents have a pretty wide variety of what they listen to, and it's definitely they've definitely pushed a lot of good bands my way.
How does that make you feel that you're carrying the flag for metal?
A lot of the stuff that's coming out nowadays is all about the blast beats, the breakdowns, and I think everybody's in a competition with each other to see who could sound the heaviest, but by doing so they're losing their heaviness because they're losing the musicality of it all. Yeah. So I mean, we're trying to bring back the musicality and the musicianship. Lyrically,
what do you want to get across to your audience?
Basically, we like to have a good time, and we want you to have a good time.
When are we going to see a full-length LP, and do you already have songs in the can for this full length?
We already have a bunch of songs. We almost have a whole album for it. We're working with producers and trying to find the right one, and basically it should be out this year.
How is the EP doing for you guys, Garrett?
The EP's doing really well. It's been getting us a lot of recognition. We've been getting great feedback on it. I mean, everybody thinks that it's great. We're really going in the right direction with it. I mean, all the feedback's been awesome. The covers, people really seem to enjoy. The original songs, people really like what we're doing with it. It's nothing like any other bands are really doing right now. So we're kind of bringing people back to the roots and showing people what's up.
This is the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show with Age of Evil. Signing off.
The Blairing Out Show.